So this is Louis, and I'll give this one last shot before I just give up and finish my report and go to bed. So yeah, unfortunately, one of the things that I do when I'm writing my reports is listen to different YouTube videos in the background to sort of like, you know, steady the mind and, you know, get through the day and find out what happened. And I can only begin to tell you, like, every fucking day that passes, it's like I just lose more and more patience with different commentators. And this video by Kyle Kulinski from Secular Talk, like, I swear to Christ, man, you're pushing me to that breaking point where I just won't listen to you anymore. This is another video where he's repeated the same fucking talking points about race, and it's like, listen, okay, listen. Just because someone is on the right, it doesn't mean they're a racist. Just because they're on the fucking right, stop seeing everything through the prism of a collective. You fucking Nimrod. It's so irritating. That's the issue with the left right now. Besides authoritarianism, it's collectivism. It's seeing everything as, you know, tribal groups. I'm part of this collective, therefore X. They're part of that collective, therefore Y. No concern for the individual. It's like, listen, stop seeing this as a fight where you, as the white liberal, need to virtue signal to every other fucking white liberal about how progressive you are in regards to black people, how you need to sit there and patronize them all fucking day and night because you're such a fucking moral person. Never fucking forget who's on the side of all the Pan-African fucking Marxists that go around screaming about their racial superiority. Never forget who's on the same side of the fucking assholes running around telling every fucking white person, regardless of where they are in life, regardless of their socioeconomic status, telling them about their fucking privilege. About they're the most privileged class, collective in society. You're on the same side as the same fucking people that are going around telling Asians that they also have white privilege and are therefore immoral people. Never fucking forget which side. I'm on the same fucking side. So don't lie. Stop fucking lying about the right. You're on the same side as people that are fucking racist. You know why that is? Because they are obsessed with race and collectivism. Hey, you know what, genius? You know what the right is? Collectivist. And you know what? They obsess over race too. Oh, man. You guys are so different. You're so different. One side just patronizes and demonizes one group of people, and the other side does the exact same fucking thing. God, man, you're so fucking irritating. You just stand on a soapbox incessantly, and you're just blissfully unaware of what a piece of shit and how hypocritical you are. So let's not just make this a rant. Let's play 2 clips of 2 specific things that I take issue with.
The difference in net worth and inheritance. So your average black family, like, they'll inherit a little over $10,000. Whereas your average white family, it's over $100,000. So in the race of life, if it's a 100-yard dash, white people get so far ahead, and then they turn around and go, okay, black people, you could start now. So yeah, if they're pissed off about something, it's legitimate. It's based on facts. It's not based on, there they go again, complaining black people.
So that's called a non sequitur. That has nothing to do with what you're talking about, 1. And 2, that factoid is fucking drivel. Even if it were true. And I'm just going to assume it's true, okay? For the sake of the argument. That doesn't tell you anything about white people and black people. It doesn't tell you anything about the individual, should you be happening to talk to anyone. Because what you're saying is, white people are restraining blacks from achieving anything. Okay? And that requires evidence. You can't just state it. You can't just state that white people, the totality of white people, are just holding back black people. And that's why that statistic is what it is. Or that necessarily everyone is just inheriting all this fucking liquid equity. Oh, I'm just inheriting all this fucking money. All this fucking money. No, you dumb fuck. It's property. Property. That's what they're fucking getting in inheritance. On average. You know how I know that? My mother inherited a piece of property. My grandmother's house when she died. But here's the other fucking problem. Okay, here's a big problem. Why I'm not sitting back, sipping fucking drinks with an umbrella in them. Why my parents aren't retired and won't retire until they're fucking 70. You know why? Because there's such a thing as debt. There's such a thing as mortgages. There's such a thing as paying off expenses when someone fucking dies. It can be property, but you have to sell the fucking property. You can have a net worth. It doesn't mean you actually have money at your disposal to spend. Even if you get bonds, you have to pay the fucking taxes on the income. It's not just free fucking money. Even if the transfer is made, you assume that it's just, oh man, every fucking white person is getting handed a check for $100,000. It's not like anyone worked for that fucking income. It's not like anyone worked to get that fucking house or to buy those bonds. It's not like my grandfather worked himself into a fucking early grave to provide for his family. It's not like my father worked himself into what will likely be an early grave to provide for this fucking family. And so what do you think? What do you think my parents did? What do you think my grandparents did? You think they just sat on their ass? You think they never did anything? You think they just get a check from the fucking patriarchy, from white supremacy? They're just getting a check? They never earned the fucking money by hard work? Am I seizing black people's property? Am I getting a check from some black person's checking account every week? Am I just stealing their money somehow, siphoning from their accounts? Am I seizing property from people? What's happening? You tell me. You tell me what's fucking happening. What am I supposed to imply from what you're saying? Because I don't obsess over race. So I don't know. You tell me what you're trying to say. So let's get to the second part.
Except, hold on now. If Rush Limbaugh made that point, we're all the same, why are you talking about race? Or if Steve King made that point, the crazy Iowa congressman, then you'd have a point. Because they literally use that argument against putting Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. The fact that you're mentioning race means you see race, means it's racist to want to put Harriet Tubman on the bill. Okay, so then the only way it's not racist in your mind is if it's all white males on the currency. That makes no sense.
You know why the people are on the banknotes? Because they all deserve to be there. That's why. They were important men that achieved things, and that's why they were put on the banknotes. It's not because they're white. It's not why they're on the banknotes. It's because they've all achieved things. Each and every one of these people that are on these different banknotes, they're important. Every one of them. Now, here's the issue. If the left came to me and said, Harriet Tubman is so significant that that's why she should be on the $20 bill. Without her, we wouldn't be America. And that's why we need to put her on the $20 bill. Based on the merit of what she did. I could see that argument because it's an actual argument. But that's not what the left is saying. And I'm not even going to fucking go back to that video you did. That fucking abomination of an argument you made about Harriet Tubman being on the $20 bill. That video you did. Because you know why? It's not worth my time. Because in that video, what were your 3 points for why she deserved to be on the $20 bill? Oh, I recall... she's black, she's a woman, and, Andrew Jackson is a piece of shit, and we should bury him and scrub the history of him ever existing in the United States. Because that's the moral thing to do. That was your fucking argument. And you know what? That's not based on the merit. That's not based on the significance of that individual. Okay? I don't give a shit that Harriet Tubman is black. Does that make me a racist? I don't give a shit that Harriet Tubman is a woman. Does that make me a misogynist? I don't care if Andrew Jackson fucking slaughtered every fucking Native American to where there was none left. I don't fucking care. That's not an argument. You know what is an argument? Why an individual deserves to replace him. Why? Andrew Jackson being a piece of shit is not an argument. Harriet Tubman being black and a woman is something she can't change. Why not put Michelle Obama on the $20 bill? She meets both of those fucking points. Why not put Michelle Obama on the $20 bill based on what your argument is? It's the same thing. That's why it's a non-argument. You have to argue why Harriet Tubman as an individual deserves to be on the $20 bill. That is an argument. This is such an issue on the left. This is such a fucking issue on the left, to where they are so blind, they are so unaware of where they're coming from and how much they mirror the other side of the argument. The actual racists, the people that are saying ridiculous shit. About black people? About everyone that isn't white? Well, you're on the opposite side, you fucking schmuck. You're on the opposite side. You're the person making arguments based on fucking race, assuming things about them based solely on their skin color, and trying to, extrapolate that into some fucking, ridiculous, asinine argument. That's the problem, is that you're humoring the people that called Justin Timberlake a racist. You're humoring them. You're trying to equivocate around the fact that you see the situation the same fucking way, because it's based on collectivism. It's the same fucking thing. Stop seeing skin color as any kind of fucking argument outside of where it is explicitly important, such as an actual cop being racist. But here's the fucking qualifier for you, okay? Just because a cop is a racist doesn't mean the whole fucking precinct is full of racists. That's the issue. Maybe it is the individual. Maybe it is a problem with the department. You don't know. I give the benefit of the doubt to every other cop in the fucking department. You know why? Because I'm not a collectivist.